Good day, guys. Just a bit of feedback on the seedlings that I were growing over here. We've had extreme rain, and I've moved them away from this concrete slab because it's getting too much shade here in the afternoon, and I've moved it up there on that first bed closest to the house. And another tray full of tomatoes. Nope, squashes, butternuts, heirloom butternuts, and these seeds come from my previous farm. So I'm excited to see them popping up. I know it's winter now, but I'll just give them as much sun as possible, and hopefully we'll be having some butternuts in a couple of months' time from here. Winter butternuts. Let's see if it works. Here are the onions. I multi-sowed them, and also it's seed that I've saved. So there's some cells that have one onion in it, and there's some cells that's got like 4 or 5 onions in it. Mustard spinach, one of my wife's favorites in salads and in cooking. They're coming along just fine. Got a couple of basils coming up here, but they have taken a beating with the rain. I'll be re-sowing some of these trays or just popping in some seeds here and there. So cabbages and cauliflowers, I'll be pricking out the seedlings that are multi-sowed and put them into the cells that are empty. That is the mint that I acquired, and they weren't looking so good. If you look at the plants now, they're looking much better. Over here we have the oregano and the thyme. They're doing pretty well. I wasn't expecting such a good result. A whole bunch of tomatoes coming up now. The catch here is which are volunteer tomatoes and which are ox heart tomatoes. The seeds came all the way from my mother, which is 360 odd kilometers away from. These are Brussels sprouts and Chinese cabbages. I have one that has sprout. Most of these seedlings sadly didn't make it. I've got some wild rocket and sweet rocket that's coming through. I've got one eggplant, and I've got about 3 dills coming through. As for the squash on the furthest row over here, it's not making it. This side, no, I did not plant tomatoes here. I planted lettuce here, and also no show at all. It must be all the rain that we've been having over this last couple of weeks. All right, we've got beautiful kale coming along just fine over here. That empty cell over there, and there's another empty cell. Nope. I'll just prick out some of these stronger sprouts and replant them there. On the other side, I've got rape. I have no idea what this is. My wife said, please plant this. So I said, okay. So we're going to get it into the ground. The last strawberry plant that the crickets and the grasshoppers haven't eaten. And I have gone to take a look at it, and it's looking much better. Let's go check inside. Look at that, some new leaves, and they aren't eaten. Here's an old leaf, that over there, over here. On one of the future videos, I want to put in an edge here on the side of the beds so I can show you guys how it's done. I'm just waiting for the macadamia processing plant to produce some husks. I've covered this bed with fleece. Underneath the fleece is the trays with the seedlings, and I'm trying to protect the seedlings from the locusts and getting them strong enough to plant out. I will cover these seedlings as soon as I plant them out as well with fleece to protect them from the locusts. Once they are planted out and they are strong plants, I will remove the fleece to get more sunlight onto them. De moe. Kom eens gaan kijken. Waar is de moe? I've got a good friend coming to visit me today. So before she gets here, I need to get pricking. Get all these multi-sowed guys out. Oh, wait, that's in front of the camera there. Multi-sowed. And a tomato. Get the tomato out and take one of these and put it into one of these empty cells and plant them really deep. I've already done this one. You'll see the whole stem is planted into the vermicast. These are cauliflowers sown the same time as those cabbages of earlier. But what I'll be doing here is there's no empty cells here, so I'll just be pruning out the small ones and leaving the big ones to go on. And then I'll also be doing some weeding to remove these volunteer tomatoes that keep on coming up in this vermicast of mine. But first, coffee.
44, 48.
What times 4 is 44?
11.
Fantastic. Lucian, don't you want to eat this cauliflower?
Is it edible?
Yeah, it's called microgreens. It's cauliflower. It's just a small little cauliflower. What does it taste like?
I just can't taste it.
Hmm?
I just can't taste it.
Can't taste it?
No.
Doesn't it taste green to you? Cauliflower's done.